The purpose of my visit to Geneva was to join the American delegation to the Executive Committee of the United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees. I am representing a consortium of nonprofit organizations, Refugee Council USA, and each year, actually, the U.S. government has two representatives from non-governmental organizations in the United States, joining them to participate in the executive committee meetings of UNHCR. A few of my takeaways from the meetings this week are certainly, one, the complexity of services that need to be provided to refugees across the globe. There are some 21 million refugees and over 65 million people displaced and in need of such services. And the United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees has a very large and complex organization that needs to be managed. What I can say is that it appears to be through the meetings and through the interventions of government agencies who work with UNHCR and NGOs to be doing quite a good job. So I would say those who are working in the field know that you're supported by a very high level of professionalism and dedication and care.
This week in ExCom has taught me that the U.S. government does represent the views of NGOs to UNHCR and to other governments. It's also shown me how inspiring UNHCR can be through statements they make and through their senior leadership. I would ask humanitarian workers in the field to stay abreast of what UNHCR is working on, to be aware that they are doing their best to make changes to serve refugees and other displaced populations around the world. The two highlights of the week for me were a speech that Volker Turk, the Assistant High Commissioner for Protection, gave to the ExCom meeting, where he stressed the importance of the human dignity of each person and how we should treat each person with basic decency. The second event that I attended was one on statelessness. There are 10 million stateless people around the world. The event gave a wonderful overview, a very detailed overview of why people may be stateless through no fault of their own. There was a stateless representative on the panel, a very strong, eloquent activist. At the end of the meeting, the Brazilian government, where that person currently lives, actually presented her with her nationality. It was an extremely emotional moment, and I think there was not a dry eye in the House.